is up, guys? Kevin from the KO Podcast. Today here we are with a new video talking about the NBA Finals, NBA Free Agency, NFL, and much, much more. Remember to like and subscribe to our channel. Follow all the social medias down below, and remember to follow Cutting Desk Productions. So because we have to support them. They're doing this for us. We have to support them and give something back. We're gonna talk about the NBA Finals. The Los Angeles Lakers. They beat the Miami Heat. It sucks to say it, but it's true. LeBron James, Anthony Davis, they just had the better day. They just had a better series. They absolutely dominated. LeBron James is your Finals MVP. Miami Heat, Jimmy Butler really played good Game 5, not Game 6. This team was just out of rhythm in Game 6. Game 5, this team was at full strength. We were just passing the ball everywhere. Goran Dragic played Game 6, which was very, very good to hear and to see. He had a decent game. Now we're going to look into the NBA free agency. We're going to talk about the teams that really need to have a good offseason, a good free agency in general. The first team are the Atlanta Hawks. This is a team that I feel needs to have a good free agency because this is a good team on paper. Clint Capella, you have Trae Young, you have Cam Reddish. This is a good team. This is a very, very good team that should be making at least from the 5th seed lower in the playoffs or the last 3 seeds of that playoff spot. Then we have the New York Knicks. This is a team that really needs to have a good offseason. This is a good team. They're just not playing good. And I think the owner should sell the team. At this point, he cannot do anything for them. James Dolan is his name. Just get rid of yourself, man. You know, this is a team that really needs a good rebuild, and they're not going to do it. Leon Rose is now with the Knicks. You have Tom Thibodeau. You're bringing in guys and staff and front office people that are going to do good. And in free agency, you have to go out there and get yourself at least a small forward or power forward, and in the draft, acquire your point guard of the future. My next team is the Golden State Warriors. This is just a team that is absolutely great. Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, Eric Pascal, Draymond Green, and the center. You're missing the center, which, as reports are saying by NBA Central, Dwight Howard is the guy that the Warriors are targeting in free agency. But if I'm the Warriors, I'm telling Dwight Howard, we're winning. We're going to go out there and we're going to compete at the highest level. We're going to try to make the playoffs because that bench isn't that good. You know, the bench for the other Warrior teams, Iguodala, you have Kevon Looney, and you had Kevin Durant. You had JaVale McGee. That was the team that was really good. That was a good bench. You had Sean Livingston, Leonardo Barbosa back then, Matt Barnes. You don't have that anymore. You have a guy of Jordan Poole, Kai Bowman, Eric Pascal if he doesn't make the starting 5. You have a team that really needs to step it up on the bench, and this is why the free agency period is huge for them as well as the draft. We also have the Miami Heat. This is a team that we have to talk about. Lots of questions going into this free agency for the Miami Heat because this free agency has a lot to do with what comes up for the future of this Miami Heat team. Now, first question, is Goran Dragic going to return? I don't know. It depends what Miami offers him. If I'm Miami, I'm offering him at least a 4-year deal that is not worth a lot. Again, Jay Crowder, he's a guy who is in his prime, but he's a guy who I'm also saying, come back on a 1+1. We'll see what we could do to possibly bring him back on more. Will Bam Adebayo re-sign that extension this season or the next season? Miami is in really good relationships with Bam as a relation standpoint. I'm probably predicting that they will bring him back next season as well and sign the extension in the 2021 offseason. Now we're going to talk about the NFL. The Cleveland Browns have been great. Odell Beckham, Jarvis Landry, Baker Mayfield just have had a great season. And they beat the Indianapolis Colts last week, making them 4-1. Great record for this team. They're playing good football. There's no other way to say it. Now the Miami Dolphins, this is another team who's been playing pretty good football as of late. They lost to the Seahawks. That was a game that was very, very close. And then you have the Miami Dolphins going out to Santa Clara, California, and beating the 49ers, 43-14. What a game by Ryan Fitzpatrick. What a game by Preston Williams. What a game by Myles Gaskins. What a game by that whole Dolphins offense. And I'm going to give props to the defense this time. This defense played very, very, very good defense. 2 interceptions, 10 sacks, and total 7 in the first half with Garoppolo. And then you had 3 in the second with C.J. Beathard. We're going to go on to the Ravens. The Ravens beat the Bengals out of a score of 21-3. Incredible game for Lamar Jackson. Incredible game for the defense, getting a pick six. You can see it on the screen right here. They played a good game. There's no other way to say it. Ravens were just the more complete team in that game. Cincinnati had no chance to beat the Ravens. I'm going to be straight up with you. Ravens had no chance to beat the Bengals. We're going to move on to the Raiders. The Raiders go to Arrowhead Stadium and beat out the Kansas City Chiefs of a score 40-32. Good game at the end by the run. The running game was what saved this Oakland Raiders team. Patrick Mahomes, this was a duel between two quarterbacks and two offenses. Defenses just gave up way too many points, as we could see. But at the end of the day, this Raiders defense came in extremely clutch. The Falcons fired Dan Quinn and Thomas Dimitroff out of their duties. What was my reaction to this? I called it. That's all I'm going to say. I called it. I said it on Twitter a couple minutes earlier. I have the feeling Dan Quinn is getting fired. And be careful, because Thomas Dimitroff by me next. And that is exactly what happened. Both of them got relieved of their duties immediately. And it was in effect immediately, as said in the report. What do I think this team has to do to actually build up, again, a Super Bowl contender like they had Quinn's first year? Number one, you have to accept Matt Ryan isn't going to be there for a long time. He's not a young Matt Ryan. If I'm Atlanta, I'm tanking the rest of the season. Try to lose, Atlanta. Try to lose and go out there and get a guy like Trevor Lawrence or get a guy there like Justin Fields. And if I'm you, Atlanta, trade Julio Jones for a couple defensive assets that are young guys. Go to a team like Baltimore and trade him to Baltimore or New England. Or maybe even Philadelphia. Philadelphia has a guy by the name of their cornerback of the Eagles. Now we're going to go into the MLB postseason look. As of right now, the Rays are up 3-1 on the Astros, and the Braves are up 2-1 on the Dodgers. Some highlights are going to be rolling of the biggest moments of that postseason have been at Randy Arozarena. He's been absolutely dominant for the Rays on the offense. And then you have Max Muncy bombing a grand slam to take the Dodgers up even more than what they were. Last night's game it was somewhere in the West Coast. It was in Minute Maid Park, I'm pretty sure. That ended with a score of 4-3. And then you had the other game, which ended with a score, I'm pretty sure, 15-3. So we're going to end the video here, guys. Thank you guys for watching. Once again, remember to like and subscribe. Go to Cutting Desk Productions and follow them on Instagram, Facebook, and wherever they are. Descriptions in the down below. And reserve them for any event you might have, which could be a wedding. It could be a concert, whatever, maybe. We don't know. You have to go contact Cutting Desk Productions and ask them, because they're doing this, and this is incredible. Go show them some love. Remember to follow all our social medias, the Instagram, the Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, which we will be using a lot more. My name is Kevin Barral from the KO Podcast, and see you guys all in the next one. Peace out.